Was Chapter 2, Season 8 a satisfying conclusion to the second chapter of Fortnite? Let's review it and find out. With the event finale tomorrow, I've decided to review the season before it, and I'll give my thoughts on the event at the end of my reaction. And we're going to try a new method where instead of going through every update, we're going to do the season launch, the battle pass, all the updates together, how fun the season was, and then my final thoughts and score. So as per usual, we'll start with the battle pass. This battle pass was fairly decent. Tuna Fish is a really cool skin. You had to go around the island getting ink bottles for different colours, and you got rainbow drops out of chests for skin styles. It wasn't too grindy and actually quite cool. Charlotte is a nice skin and I love her sword emote. Fabio Sparkle Mane is a weird skin, that's all I'm gonna say. The chimpanzee skin is just horrible, that's all I'm gonna say. Torrent is a pretty cool skin and I wish I wore her more than I did. And finally, Carnage is the tier 100 skin, is cool but not a skin that I would wear. Overall, I'd say the battle pass is like a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, that seems fair. Next up is the season launch, aka everything on day 1 excluding the battle pass. The season launch once again had disappointing map changes after the devastating destruction the live event supposedly caused. I mean, the corrupted areas and many cubes were cool, but I was expecting a bit more destruction. The new sideways weapons were interesting, but twists on weapons we'd previously had, like the minigun and assault rifle. And the sideways areas are fun, but also avoidable if necessary. Shadowstones returned, which was also great. And the war effort is actually a cool way to get the community involved in what should return, and nice new use for gold. The rest of the season launch wasn't too shabby, 7.5 out of 10. Alright, the updates. The Venom and Carnage mythics were first, and they were broken. They could go through several walls and grab opponents. Not to mention they also had redeploy, just a bit broken. Next was the armoured walls and shockwave launcher. Honestly surprised the armoured walls hadn't been an item beforehand. Extremely useful against an annoying sprayer. And it was nice to see the shockwave launcher return. It is simply a fun item. The chili splashes were next and were actually a fresh and unique take on the classic chug splashes, which also returned in the update. After that was dual fiend hunters and they were meh. But then Fortnite Mez came around and this introduced the Cube Queen, and Horde Rush returned with new challenges and new changes to the game mode. The normal mode saw the Convergence appear, Witch Brooms returned, the Sideways Scythe was added too, along with a new Caretaker boss. The next update was whatever, the bunker finally opened, that was cool, I guess. Then they added the Ice Grappler, which was actually pretty cool, no pun intended. The combat pistol was whatever. Then was Naruto, skins and mythics, pretty cool. And then was mechs. That's all I'm gonna say. Overall, the updates were very back and forth in terms of quality, so I'll give them a 6.5 out of 10. How fun was the season? Now this is actually a tough one for me. At the start of the season, it was really fun. It was fresh and new, and it looked to be a really good season. But as it went on, I found myself playing the game less and less. In fact, this is probably the least played season of Fortnite I've had since I got the game. Maybe I'm feeling a bit burnt out as I've played the game for over 3 years. I don't know, the season was fun until Fortnite Mez hit. Then after Fortnite Mez, it wasn't all that enjoyable. I'll give enjoyment of the season a 6 out of 10. So the live events tomorrow, and this has probably ended up being a really short season review, but whatever. This season was very mediocre, to be honest. I'll give Season 8 of Chapter 2 a 6.5 out of 10 without the live event. If we assume the live event is a 10, it gets a 7, but for me it's a 6.5 for now. Peace out.